You clicked on this video because, deep down, you've wondered the same thing millions of people have asked. How did a college kid, sitting in a small dorm room with nothing but an idea, create one of the most powerful empires in modern history? A digital kingdom that connects over 3 billion people every single day. How did Mark Zuckerberg, a quiet computer nerd from Harvard, end up reshaping communication, business, politics, and even human behavior itself? This isn't just another story about Facebook. This is the story of how one mind, driven by obsession, built a global digital empire and changed the world forever. It all started in a dorm room in 2004. While most students were worrying about exams and weekend parties, Mark Zuckerberg was thinking about connection. He wasn't chasing fame or money. He was fascinated by people, by how humans form bonds, share ideas, and express themselves. That curiosity turned into code. What began as a simple project called the Facebook, designed to help Harvard students connect online, would soon evolve into something far beyond even his imagination. But here's what most people don't know. Facebook wasn't an accident. From the very beginning, Mark had a clear vision. He believed the internet should be about identity, real people, real names, real connections. At a time when the web was filled with anonymity, forums, and fake usernames, Zuckerberg dared to say, "What if everyone was themselves online?" It was a radical idea, and it worked. Within weeks, the Facebook spread across Harvard like wildfire, then to other universities, then to the entire world. But let's pause for a moment, because the real question isn't what Mark built. It's how he built it. What kind of mindset does it take to turn a dorm room project into a trillion-dollar company? The answer lies in 3 traits that define Zuckerberg's genius: focus, obsession, and belief. First, focus. From day one, Mark had an almost unnatural ability to block out distractions. When investors, media, and even friends tried to pull him in different directions, he kept repeating one phrase: "I'm here to build something meaningful." That laser focus became the foundation of Facebook's growth. While other startups chased money, Zuckerberg chased users. He knew that if he could connect enough people, everything else, the profits, the power, the influence, would follow. Second, obsession. Zuckerberg wasn't just building a company. He was building a system that mirrored human connection itself. Every pixel, every algorithm, every line of code was designed to make people feel seen, heard, and understood. He famously said, "Our mission is to give people the power to share and make the world more open and connected." It sounds simple, almost innocent, but that mission became the driving force behind everything Facebook did. And behind that mission was a young man working 18-hour days, sleeping under his desk, eating the same meal every night, writing line after line of code, driven not by money, but by purpose. And third, belief. In 2005, when Facebook had barely a few million users, investors wanted to buy it for $1 billion. For most 21-year-olds, that would be an impossible offer to refuse. But Zuckerberg turned it down. Why? Because he believed Facebook could become something far greater, a digital infrastructure for the planet. He wasn't trying to build a website. He was building a world. That decision, to say no to $1 billion, was the moment he crossed from entrepreneur to visionary. But no empire is built without chaos. As Facebook grew, so did controversy. Privacy debates, data scandals, political manipulation, the same tool that connected billions also started to divide them. And yet, through every storm, Zuckerberg stayed calm. While critics called him robotic, what they didn't see was a mind constantly evolving, learning, adapting, and refining. He began shifting Facebook from just a social platform to a family of ecosystems: WhatsApp, Instagram, Oculus, and the metaverse. Every move was strategic. Every acquisition, a piece of a much bigger puzzle. And this is where the story gets fascinating. Mark Zuckerberg isn't just the founder of Facebook. He's an architect of the digital age. Think about it. 3 billion people log into platforms he owns. That's more than the population of any country, more than any religion, more than any government could ever reach. In a world where attention is power, Zuckerberg became the most powerful communicator in human history. But here's the irony. The man who built the world's largest network is, by nature, introverted. He's not a showman. He's not loud or flashy. He's a thinker, an engineer, someone who solves human problems through systems. And that's what makes him so different from other billionaires. Elon Musk builds rockets. Jeff Bezos builds logistics. Steve Jobs built beauty. Mark Zuckerberg builds connection. When Facebook hit its peak, he could have stopped, retired, lived in luxury. But he didn't. Because for Mark, the story wasn't over. He started to ask a new question. What comes after social media? And the answer became his next great obsession, the metaverse. A virtual world where physical limits disappear, where people can live, work, and connect in entirely new ways. While critics mocked him for investing billions into a technology most people didn't yet understand, he stayed true to his pattern: long-term vision over short-term noise. That's been his formula since Harvard. See the future before others do, and build it before they believe it. But beyond the technology, there's a deeper layer to Zuckerberg's empire, one that few people talk about. It's about how he built a culture. Inside Meta, he created an environment that rewards bold ideas and rapid execution. His favorite motto? Move fast and break things. Later, he refined it to move fast with stable infrastructure. Because for him, progress isn't about perfection, it's about momentum. He believes that speed beats size, and learning beats comfort. That's why Meta keeps reinventing itself, surviving crises that would destroy lesser companies. Yet, success always comes with sacrifice. As Facebook grew, so did the distance between Zuckerberg and the public. His every move was analyzed, criticized, and politicized. But instead of hiding, he leaned into transparency. He testified before governments, accepted responsibility, and kept building. Because at his core, Mark still sees himself as a builder, not a politician, not a celebrity, not even a businessman. Just a builder of systems that connect the world. And maybe that's the real secret behind his global empire: consistency. For 20 years, through success and failure, through admiration and hate, Zuckerberg never changed his mission. Give people the power to build community and bring the world closer together. It's easy to mock that statement, but look around. Every photo you share, every message you send, every friend you connect with, somewhere, his code made that possible. Love him or hate him, you're part of his creation. But here's what's most fascinating. Mark Zuckerberg is still young. He's not done. While others think in quarters, he thinks in decades. While others chase trends, he chases transformation. He once said, "The biggest risk is not taking any risk." And that one sentence captures the essence of his empire. He risks everything: reputation, comfort, even legacy, to build what others can't see yet. So what can you learn from his story? Maybe it's not about creating the next Facebook. Maybe it's about realizing that every empire, digital or not, begins with an idea, a laptop, and relentless focus. Zuckerberg's story isn't about luck or genius. It's about patience, conviction, and the courage to keep building when everyone else stops. If a 19-year-old in a dorm room could create something that touches 3 billion lives, imagine what you could do with the tools you already have. The question isn't, "Can I?" It's, "Will I?" Because the future doesn't belong to those who wait. It belongs to those who build. So, if you made it this far, Maybe you're ready to start building your own empire, your own idea, your own future. And if that's you, don't leave this video without doing one thing. Take one step today. Write down your idea, make the first move, take the first risk. Because every great story starts the same way, with someone who decides that today is the day to begin. And if you want to keep exploring the minds of the world's greatest visionaries, from Elon Musk to Jeff Bezos, from Jack Ma to Steve Jobs, subscribe, stay curious, and never stop building. Because the next empire might just be yours.